And a good evening to you, Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley here with you on a Friday. It is March the 6th, and I'll tell you what, I'll put it this way. This is the warmest March 6th we've had in Greensboro history. How about that? A record warm day for this afternoon, and something you have not experienced on a March 6th before. Glad to have you with us. We're going to talk a little bit over the next 8 minutes or so about our heat, how long it will last, what kind of warmth we're looking at going forward. Also, the potential of some storms starting to pop up in our view, especially toward Sunday. So let's get right to it. I'm going to start you off with a live look at sunset. And we do this show, of course, every weekday. The next time we do it, the sunset will not be looking like this. 6:30 to 7, it'll be a lot brighter. We will still be in daylight next week because we're setting those clocks. That's happening, of course, tomorrow evening. But we have a decent enough sunset right now in Winston-Salem with some interesting sky. And here's a look in Burlington over the last 1 hour of time, noticing some summer-looking clouds almost, and some pretty flashes of light as well as those clouds kind of bubble in the distance. Like I was saying, we are, of course, changing the daylight. That is happening tomorrow. Sunset is 6:19 for tomorrow, but tomorrow night the clocks will switch around. We'll have a sunset at 7:20 for Sunday and a sunrise that's happening at 7:39. That's the forecast. Now, where are we going heading into the weekend? You know what? I'm going to start you out with the radar picture because afternoon today was the first time in a while that we've seen some pop-up storms in North Carolina. So take a look right here. This is over the last several hours of time throughout Friday afternoon. Most of these have all kind of fizzled out, especially as they've moved into our area or tried to move into our area. Not really a factor. They weren't able to make the trip. So as they moved along, what we're seeing is that at least this weather, which is record warm, decently humid, it's being able to pop a couple showers every now and again. And that chance is only going to go up as we get closer to the rest of the weekend. Today's high temperature was 82, popping old record of 78 back in 2022. And here's where I see us going through the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow, it'll still be very warm. There could be a couple clouds around from time to time in the morning through the afternoon. But as we go into the evening hours, that's when we'll keep an eye to the sky. There's a slight chance of a shower or a storm on Friday, but a better chance of that, Saturday, but a better chance of that going into Sunday. Reason is, you see that cold front on the map, it's kind of drifting southward and moving closer into the Triad. So when you have a front like that, that can provide a focus and a trigger for some thunderstorms to pop up. We learned tonight that we just got placed into a level 1 severe weather storm risk for Sunday. This is a low-end threat. It's not a big threat overall, but it is something that we tend to want to pay attention to. What it means is that showers and storms that do pop up on our Sunday, they have the potential of bringing some lightning, and in this case, maybe some hail or damaging wind. The time frame I want us to kind of keep an eye on would be from 2 p.m. through 8 p.m. on Sunday. And for the reasons I just explained, that's when those storms could start to pop up and they might be able to pack a couple of threats. So let's kind of keep an eye on that together. We'll walk through the hour by hour for the weekend just like this. 60s tomorrow morning, warming to the 70s for tomorrow afternoon. There will be some clouds from time to time, but as we go throughout the course of the evening, most of us will stay overall pretty dry. Sunday, there are 2 chances for storms or for rain. Sunday morning, which has a low chance, and then Sunday afternoon, which has a better chance. Let's take a look here. This would be 70s for Sunday, low to mid 70s for the afternoon. This is around 1 o'clock. I wanted to start paying attention by around 2. And you can kind of see why here. There are some pop-up showers, pop-up downpours around the area. Now, these overall relatively weak and not that widespread, but consider, this is just a computer model. All of these could be over here. They could be a little stronger. They could be a little weaker. It's just a computer model. We get new runs of these things just every couple of minutes. So let's watch this together. That threat goes away heading into Monday. And I really think Monday's a dry day of weather at this point. But Sunday has that storm potential that we should all keep an eye on, especially for that 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. time window. So let's keep an eye on it. So here's your weekend forecast. Upper 70s for tomorrow, mid 70s for Sunday. Low temperatures will be very warm as well in the 60s. Remember, our average high for this time of year is in the 50s. So the crazy thing about this is that even our nighttime temperatures are above our daytime temperature averages. Crazy stuff. Let's take a look at our computer model here. This is Wednesday of next week. Very warm weather will continue through Wednesday. But take a look at this. Early Thursday morning, pretty strong cold front comes our way. It could pack a punch with gusty winds or downpours or thunderstorms. After that, the cold air returns. You see how those squiggly lines on the map are coming from a new direction now? Well, that is that northwest wind bringing colder air and maybe snow to the North Carolina and Virginia mountains. Yeah, that's a possibility. We could be waking up to temperatures only in the 30s by Friday of next week. That is a big pattern change, as we call it. So going from the very warm weather now to colder than average weather toward the middle and end of next week. So that's going to be the change that we're expecting. We're forecasting this to happen, and you shouldn't be caught by surprise. Another thing you should expect to continue as we go throughout the weekend, the pollen's a mess. Maybe you're feeling it. I'm feeling it a little bit. It's out there. The high levels of tree pollen were seen today. They're expected to continue for tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. High pollen levels will remain. So what do you do about it? Well, not much you can do about it other than get those meds and kind of hope that they work for you. Over the next 7 days, here's kind of the plan for us. We'll stay mostly dry for the day on Saturday. Temperatures will be around 60 in the morning, in the upper 70s for the afternoon. There will be a time change. As we've said, a time change is happening for Saturday evening into Sunday morning. And then we're in that new daylight on Sunday. We'll have temperatures in the mid-70s there, and that's the best chance of thunderstorms. Sunday afternoon, we'll want to keep an eye on those that are popping up. Some of them could be strong. Some of them could even be severe if there's enough hail, thunder, or lightning. So keep an eye on 2 p.m. through about 8 p.m. After that, we're mostly dry Monday into Tuesday. Some more record warmth on the way. We'll be in the mid-80s for next Wednesday. And then the hammer drops. We're going to be dropping in a big way, going from mid-80s Wednesday afternoon to upper 30s next Friday. Dramatic changes are coming for sure into our area. So be ready for a little bit of anything as we go throughout the month of March. We will be tracking it for you every step of the way. Thanks for joining us on this evening's edition of Live Weather Impact. It's a bit shorter today. We'll see you for more updates over the weekend.